Hi, it's Kina. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. This is going to be my update for hashtag no pan left behind. I'm doing this challenge because I feel like panning my eyeshadows wasn't the way to go for me. I just want to be able to touch everything however I want, and I'm also combining this with the PANtastic Ladies collab theme for the year, which is size matters. So like hashtag size matters. And for that, I'm just going to choose like one or two of my awkwardly shaped or sized palettes to pan, not to pan, but to like use for my no pan left behind. So I'm gonna like organically use everything else, but I will be choosing to bring in these like awkward palettes just to kind of add that in, because honestly they are kept separately from my other palettes and I don't use them enough as it is. So anyway, if you guys know how this is going, I am using every pan in every palette, so this is going to be going on for like 10 years. I swear. But anyway, if you don't know, I have these palettes over here that are finished, that are going to be like, where are we? Right here. They're going to be behind the bookend there. So I have those two finished. So not a lot. It's going to be like growing this way in the background of my videos as we go along. So there are those two, and then I have like this other pile of palettes that I actually am using. So let's get into that. I have not added any to that since last time, so I haven't finished using all of the shades in any new palettes, but I have used a lot more. So let me just show you what's going on. Urban Decay Electric. I haven't touched this palette, so I need to do that, but I have been kind of all over the place. But anyway, this one, no new progress. I've used 3 shades in here, the Queen Bee and the Witchcraft from Michelou. So I have also not used any additional shades from these, so these are still going. I did get a new palette. So I got the Ace Beauté Tropical Vibes palette because so much FOMO and regret after I didn't buy it the first time around. I just had to, but here it is. This palette has my name all over it. I swear to God. I have used so many of these shades. This one will be done in no time. I could have finished it, but I wanted to use some of my other stuff today, but oh my gosh. Okay, so let me tell you what I have used in this. I've used this one. This is gorgeous in my brows, so I think that's like my new brow shade for now. I've used this one. I've used, okay, I'll name them for you. I've used Mango, Palawan, Safari, Palm Tree, Olive, National Park, Khaki, Oahu, Chartreuse, Rainforest, Jungle, Cave, holy crap, Pickle, Army. I think the only one I haven't used is Seychelles. So, yeah, wow. No, I take it back. I did swatch this one, but I haven't used it. So, National Park and Seychelles. These are the 2 that I still have to use. So, this will be added over there shortly. So, this is the Blend Bunny Dollhouse. I have used quite a bit of these. I have used this entire row here. So I haven't used any of these over here. I still have to use both of these rows. I used that entire row, and then I've used this one, and this one. So I still need to get into these 2. That seems wrong. But yeah, so I still have to use those 2. And then I haven't used this one, or this one. So we're getting there. Not too bad. Yeah, so it's a big palette. Next, we have the NYX and Sabrina. NYX and the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina collab. This is my Size Matters palette for the project. And let me just tell you where I am. I'm going to tell you which ones I haven't used. Okay. I need to use these two still. And then I've also used, where are we? I've used this one and this one. And today I actually used this, 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 and this. So let me just figure out how many I have left. Oh, I also used all three of these today. I don't really like this. It like doesn't show up for crap. So I think, well, you know, I think I'm gonna have to use that as a blush topper because it's not really a highlighter for me. So Caliban. It's not bad though, now that I look at it this way. But it didn't really go for the highlighter. I just didn't love that. So it just doesn't have a lot of impact as a highlighter. But I've used these. I still need to use Hellraiser, Dark Prince, and Dark Princess. I have used this one, Salem. I have used this. I haven't used these two. I have used Limbo, and I haven't used this, and I have used this. So let's see. I still need to use these two and this one. So let me just count. So I have 11 shadows in here left that I need to use, which is not bad considering this is a 33 pan palette. So I'm 2/3 of the way finished. I can do that. Okay, so the next ones are ones as along with the Tropical Vibes palette, I pulled in some more palettes to play with. So honestly, this is not a palette and it's sitting up here and I'm debating whether or not I want to talk about this, but I think I do. I think it's called No Pan Left Behind, not No Palette. So I think I'm going to include all of my eyeshadows in here, mostly focusing on the palettes, but I'm going to tell you that I have used, let's see, I have used all but this bottom row. So I have used 8 out of the 12 of these. This is the palette for my Zodiac Panner project. But I mean, obviously they're singles, but I have been using these. So I'll just tell you that. And then just a couple that I pulled in for specific colors, basically, just to kind of do a quick look. But happy I did, because I really do want to play with this. But I pulled in, oh, sorry. I pulled in the Antiquity palette from Noctex, and it's so pretty and kind of grungy. But anyway, I've used these 3 colors along the bottom. So I've used Asbestos, Widow, and Morning in a look. I kind of just used those for like an all matte look that I could use some of my multi-chromes over. So clearly I have like 9 left to use in here. They're gorgeous though, I cannot wait. Okay, and then I used the Melt Cosmetics Millennial Pink palette. So that is what it looks like. It's really pretty. I used this for these 2 colors right here. So that is Pink Leather and Flamingo Dream. Yeah, I just used these to, again, like just lay something in the crease so that I could play with my multi-chromes, but it worked beautifully. They blended out so nicely. I really like this palette so far, and I can't wait to use it some more. So that's what I've been using. Hopefully I'm going to be able to add some to the row that are finished, but that's not the end because you guys voted. You guys voted for which Size Matters palette you wanted to see me bring in next. And I know I'm not finished with the NYX, but I still wanted to roll in like another awkward palette. So I'm gonna give you guys the ones that you voted for. And we're gonna work on the Kat Von D Fetish palette because I have it and I need to use it. So this is definitely awkward. I keep the box because it's so much easier to store that way. I suppose I could put it on its edge on the bottom, but anyway, it's like got this embroidery black on black, but it's really actually pretty. It's like nice and dark, which you know I love. But those are the colors. There are a lot of them. So I should have no problem doing looks with these. I haven't really used this palette. I bought it and it's sat here for years. I've used it a few times, but like not really. It's just awkward, and so it doesn't get pulled out. Also, I'm sure you guys know the whole thing with that, but anyway. So I am throwing this into the mix. So I'm gonna put it over here with all the rest of them. But yeah, that is where I am. Obviously, if you see me using like any singles and other projects, those are included. So in my bingo, I have a couple. I'm just gonna like probably just mostly keep track of the palettes to show you guys, but I will mention the singles if I think about it. And I am going to, at some point, include those and work all the way through them. So I'll try to remember to tell you about them, but I'm going to focus mostly on the palettes. I don't want to vote on another bulky packaging palette right now because I got a lot to get through because the bulky palettes are huge. So let's do some work on those and we'll see where we are next month. I did skip a month. I've been really sick, you guys. I'm sure some of you know. Wow. Let me just tell you. If you've ever had chicken pox, you can get shingles. And it is excruciatingly painful, let me tell you. It's bad. It's like you get all this like intense nerve pain, and I have just been absolutely miserable for at least a couple of weeks. It's getting better. I still have this whole like nerve sensitivity thing. So like if I get cold, it hurts because I get goosebumps and it like hurts. But yeah, it's awful, and I hope none of you ever have to experience that. And I had to stay away from my husband because he has never had the chicken pox before. I know. His mom used to send him, parents used to do this. I don't know if they still do, but they would send their kids who haven't had the chicken pox yet over to people's houses whose kids did have it to play and catch chicken pox so they could get it over with. I'm just happy he's never had it because then he doesn't have to go through what I went through. But you can give chicken pox to somebody who hasn't had it before if you have shingles. So be careful of that if you ever do get it. But anyway, yeah, so that's where I've been. Sorry about the absence. Could not be helped. And like I said, I don't wish this on anyone. So I think I'm back. I think we're good. Yeah. So anyway, if you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, then now's your chance. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.